So during the break, a statement was released by the President and Mrs. Obama congratulating the Royal Highness, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. They're so pleased to congratulate, blah, 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 blah. The child enters the world at a great opportunity, blah, blah, blah. One question we have, the baby is 8 pounds, 6 ounces. 48 divided by 8 equals 6. I repeat 6. The baby is third in line for the crown. I repeat third. 3 sixes, 666. Just raising this question, is the baby the Antichrist?
Oh, my God.
It's an odd question from the president.
But not that unusual from the President of the United States to the royal family.
Oh, I guess he could ask those questions. I think it's a little bit crass. I mean, he should be celebrating and not asking whether it's the Antichrist.
Use this baby to beat up an Obama just once?
Yes. This baby, according to the press release, the Duchess of Cambridge has delivered a son. Number 3,
yes.
Notes to editors. Number 3, the baby's third in line, yada, yada. He is styled, which means you're going to call him His Royal Highness Prince Blank of Cambridge. And I suggest, you know, they have more than one name. His Royal Highness Prince Barack Obama of Cambridge. Why?
Oh,
because this is absolutely a monarchy. This is what President Obama wants for here. He'd love a monarchy.
You guys are so immature.
Anyway, didn't we fight
You guys are so immature.
Didn't the American Revolution, didn't George Washington lay it down and say, guess what, Britain? We're tired of this taxation without representation, tyranny, monarchy. We're done with that stuff.
Listen,
why do we make it such a big deal out of it?
Who was with us in Iraq and Afghanistan? It was
True.
the British.
That's a good point.
Right? They always are with us.
We have a special relationship.
We have a very good standing relationship with
Having said that, who wants to take a bet on? Now, the Queen is going to live to be 105, if it's like her mother. Charles will be in a nursing home by the time he gets. It's his time to go. Does anybody think he's going to just bypass it? And
do you really think that Charles is going to live in a nursing home?
Well, you know, a nursing home in the wing of the palace. But do you think he's going to just pass it over and turn it over to William? Anybody?
I don't know. Somebody's got to break it to the baby that his teeth aren't going to get any better.
Oh, my God. I do.
You know, Greg.
I feel trapped at this.
For the record, poor Dana and Kimberly are like trying to keep
poor Kimberly.
I lived in England for, 3 years. I love England. It's a little bit hysterical for Americans to have to deal with this, is what we're getting at. I like the fact that they celebrate life, though.
You know what?
They're not celebrating the pro-choice element.
Yeah, but Greg, it's
running around in pink sneakers.
It's significant world news, but it's absurdity. Do you see these people? They're going crazy. A baby can't.
But you know
the guy comes
Let
out with a document. They won't even say the name. And they're popping champagne. They're crying. I mean,
but they're excited about it, man. I mean,
because this is their family.
I don't know, but they like that. Greg, did you go to the square where Hyde Park on Sundays and he's getting on a soapbox?
I would stand at a soapbox mainly because I'm very short. And yes, I would talk about. Yeah. What did you just insult me again?
Well, I was just piling on.
Okay, but Dana, do you at least appreciate the historical significance here? Having been a tremendous student of history, you still enjoy studying things like this, and this is going to be a future world leader that's going to deal directly with the United States, and hopefully this prince is going to stand with the United States and continue the relationship internationally that we have enjoyed with Britain. Yes?
Good question.
Yes.
But it's true. I think it's true.
I think that's a very good point. And listen,
you know,
as I said in the show earlier in the week, I've been up every night waiting to hear about this, and I'm delighted to hear about it. Now, Eric
also because you thought it was Harry that was.
That's right.
Child's father.
Eric makes a good point about the cost of all this thing, but I think Martha may have underestimated. I think she was talking about the revenue from the baby being born.
Right.
But the monarchy, when people go to England, what else are they going to look at?
Well, what are they?
They're going to generate $400 million, right?
Okay, so, no.
They still sell
they're saying that they're going to generate it through beer sales and alcohol sales and whatnot. But that's not really generating anything. That's just making people spend their money. If the royal family's worth $2 billion, which allegedly they're worth, where'd it come from? And what do they get paid to do? Where's this? What do they provide?
The House of Windsor has that money.
No, Bob. But I think didn't I hear that the Queen Mother reduced her salary from like $36 million to $32 million this year? For what?
She was the Queen Mother. She was a delightful lady.
It takes $32 million a year to buy those hats.
Well, those are expensive hats.
I think
they're made out of kittens.
But let me put it this way: Eric, you're from New Jersey. I can understand why why you don't quite appreciate the pomp and circumstance of the British people when it comes to something like this.
Can you relate this to an American? What would be the equivalent?
You know what it is? We don't have royalty here. We have celebrities. So basically, our royal family is the Kardashians.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah. So when the Kardashians pop out a baby, it's the same thing, pretty much.
But
who got the interview with the court?
Martha McCallum doesn't sit outside the hospital and wait for.
Really? You're going to compare them to the Kardashians? I mean, you guys, come on. Really? That's a tough stretch.
They are America's royalty.
This is a family that has given a tremendous amount back. Both of the boys serve their country well. I mean, they're not, having meaningless lives.
I know
they're
that.
actually
In fact, I've often defended them.
As is Kate, and I think they're wonderful representatives. I hope it encourages young people to get involved in their communities, to give back.
No, I love the fact that those guys are in the military. They actually are doing something very important. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the hysteria that we're doing an hour on this. That's what makes me laugh. Okay?
Okay.
I find it funny that we're doing this.
We'll stay after to do your monologue.
Yes.
I do. It's actually.
It has nothing to do with the baby. The baby's adorable. The royal family, God love them. But it's us on the five doing
Can I just ask you this, Kimberly?
Yes.
Why do we look up to Kate Middleton? What did Kate Middleton do other than being very attractive and meet the prince?
She's gorgeous.
I married up. I married up into royalty. I became a billionaire overnight. What did she do?
You don't admire her at all, the way she conducts herself. She's in a very important position under a tremendous amount of scrutiny. I think she's a role model to women, to young adults.
As equally as
I think the youth of America learn a lot from her and the way she handles herself.
Can I make a point on the other side of this?
Good role model.
There's a lot of prime ministers who come and go fairly quickly in Britain. Now, the monarchy has been there. That's the consistent aspect of it. And you've got to give Queen Elizabeth, when she took over and became queen, she was down during the Blitz on London, going through neighborhoods that were being bombed. I mean, she was trying to rally the country together. I think that they do an important job.
What?
Bombs are dropping.
Where are bombs?
I'd like to drop some bombs.
Where are bombs?
I think it's nice to have a tradition.
Hitler dropped.
70 years ago. I get it. 70 years ago, that bomb dropped.
Yeah, she just became the queen.
We still need a monarchy.
Dana has a nice comment. Dana?
I just said I like the tradition. I think it's nice to have one. I think that I like ours better for us. But, it's great that they're having a baby. I do think, look, everything that comes to the royals, it's all overdone. I wish so much that we could be there listening to Will and Kate, who are thinking about, I cannot believe that people in America are doing live TV on us constantly, 24/7. But I think that they do bring a lot for Britain. And look, we could have worse role models than those guys. I mean, not that they're a role model.
What about Harry?
I don't really have that much to say about this.
You know what's interesting,
obviously.
They clearly play this up.
I don't think so.
But Dana, we sent Martha McCallum there a week early because we weren't sure when she was due because they didn't want to. They want to create this.
Well, I would take the royal baby coverage over the Zimmerman trial coverage any day.
I gotta move. They're teasing me. I gotta point out. We're all doing this in good fun. We love England. They're one of our greatest allies. And I was joking about the 666 thing. I don't believe that. I was having fun with numerology because I hate numerology and I hate astrology. So I was making fun of that. I don't really believe the baby is secretly the devil. Just for you people at home that actually believe me.
I'm a numbers guy, and I was buying into it.
You were. Well, you know what, Bob? Because you're a gambler.
That's true.
You love to gamble. All right. You know what?
On this one.
The great thing about this is it's not going to end.
Right.
We're going to have more on the royal baby. I'm excited. I love this